So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's away we go then. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Fernandes. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. It's a pretty loose pass. Rafinha. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Neymar. And it's Neymar. Albert Ferrer. Pass somewhat off target. Rudiger. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe looking to get on the end of this. Mbappe! And that has fair fizzed. Fernandes does well to get it back.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Fernandes. Oh, this is a terrific run. Now it's Batistuta. Good ball, good take. Now that looks a decent ball. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Reinders. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And he welcomes it in.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
DiMarco. Rafinha. And it's Messi. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. No goals as yet. Looking for the run. And this is just the goalkeeper to beat. And the keeper's done brilliantly to thwart him.
Peter, that's as decisive as it comes. The keeper got everything right in that instance.
Batistuta unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Rudiger. Ronaldo might just make this. Now it's Mbappe.
Milan have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Rafinha. DiMarco. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Mbappe. Batistuta. Now it's Vinicius Junior. This is Batistuta. He's had a shot! They want to be quick in for the pieces! Just off target.
Neymar is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Can he get it through? Van Dijk has given away a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that is a nice touch. And he shoots! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Paris Saint-Germain are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Now it's Mbappe. Knocks it into space. Looking for options for movement. Great vision. Reinders. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Crossing. Ronaldo receives it in a good position here. Rafinha. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's a throw. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Van Dijk with a definite foul there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Batistuta. Milan looking to pass their way through. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we're off again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Hernandez. That is good alertness. And it's Neymar. He came in hard, very hard. Opts for safety. João Neves. That's good running with the ball.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Chance for a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. No, again there's no way through. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. And here's Mbappe. Reinders. Played out to the right. Mbappe looking to run onto it. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
DiMarco. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. Good-looking ball.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Now it's Rafinha. It's a really well-measured ball. DiMarco. And here's Rafinha. That is good strength. Milan needed that, they really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Goes for a shot! And it's in! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Van Dijk has been sent off for that incident. The referee showed no hesitation in getting out a straight red card. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a look and plays it forward.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
DiMarco. Cristiano Ronaldo. João Neves. No, that's been intercepted. Tries to pass it through. Oh, perfectly measured that. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that kill.
Tries a shot! Goal! Milan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Milan get themselves into the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Distributed tidily. And that's an excellent interception.
Milan surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And that's been won straight back, and he's worked it through. Neymar gets... Can he finish? Oh, taken with style. And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Short changes him with that pass. Mbappe chasing after it. Oh, that's a key interception. Terrier. Albert Ferrer spots it and intercepts. Zanetti. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Shoots! That is decidedly lacking. Now it's Isco. Oh, that's well spotted. Spread it left.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Terrier. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Milan have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Batistita gleefully reminding us of what a superb day he's had at the office. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their... Goes for a shot! That was superb goalkeeping!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Milan with the corner, they're first. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Threads one in, that was good alertness. And they're not going to make any further progress now. He's being urged to shoot. Bruno Fernandes, he could be in here. There's the shot! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Mbappe! Well, that looks a decent ball. That's the keeper's ball. Mathias Cunha, and he was quick to react. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. He is through here. Oh, important interception. First quarter of an hour gone. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Tries to pass it through. Nice control. Deflected behind for a corner kick. It's their second corner of the game. Neymar with the short one. And he's gone backward here. Mbappe! Manchester United are looking to go forward now. It's crossed into the middle. Now it's Rangers. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was... Oh, smashing header! Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Batistuta. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing. Milan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Now it's Mbappe. Great vision. Oh, not quite. Batistuta.
That's going in strongly.
Looking for the run.
Manchester United clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Now it's Neymar. Vinicius Junior. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Hernandez. Big chance! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Delict.
Milan certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
And it's Azar. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Reinders knocks it into space, and that is expertly dealt with. Azar can so cleverly bypass the press. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Azar. And it's Neymar.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Bruno Fernandes. He can run onto that. Oh, just skips, takes a shot! And the first 45 minutes are up. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Cambio di giocatori.
That gets things going for the second half.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Batistuta. He's through here. That has not gone well. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And here's Mbappe. Oh, that's a clever looking... Oh, shooting chance! And he hits the net! 2 up now, and they are cruising. That was a given, it always was.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Mbappe! Matthews Cunha! Oh, that's wonderful alertness. A lot of space ahead of him. He's had a shot! Just off target.
Mbappe has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Hernandez. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Just eases him off the ball.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di
Matthews Cunha.
80.113 spettatori.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Neymar takes control of it and he's on the move. Neymar going face to face with his great rival. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Aims beyond, and the shot! And that has fair fizzed. Corner number 3 coming up. Oh, well played, well played. Shapes to shoot! And now a sudden chance to counter. Messi. Can he get it through? He's shifting through the gears here. And a chance! Really nicely worked opportunity, that. Some lovely exchanges.
Well, that's how you penetrate the numbers, with very shrewd movement and passing precision, and all done at pace.
Diogo Dallo is onto this. And it's Messi. Milan have the chance to go the other way. And here's Messi. Now there's a fine ball. Reinders. And they're quick to get it back. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great.
It's Neymar!
A beautifully
Hazard! He's done very well to get to that.
Hazard is offering a right smile there.
Corner number 2 then. Hazard! And he's kept it out. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, it's Batistuta. Oh, nicely intercepted. And that's put paid to a promising move. And this is Batistuta. Showing great feet there. João Neves. Batistuta. Matheus Cunha. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Neymar. That ball looks a good one. Mbappe gets through. Real chance! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
You could tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he can smile about it, seeing as they're a couple of goals up.
Alexander-Arnold goes short. That's a sharp pass. Milan are looking to go forward now. Now it's Mbappe, and he's away. Great chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, taken with style! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
We have got ourselves a game here. And the finish!
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Manchester United get their 4th corner. They've played it short. Messi. Matheus Cunha! And again! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where...
Chance for a shot! Oh, he's gone for goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Neymar really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And that's been won straight back. And he's lost his man here. Vinicius Junior purring through the gears. Neymar. Hazard.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Just the goalkeeper to beat. There's no flag. João Neves. And that's it. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area. But the centre of their defence looked open and very, very unsafe.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. The action has already started. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I must admit, Peter, I like the look of the striker Retegui, who likes to roam freely in the final third. He makes a very good target man, despite not being the biggest, but he's the type that tends to benefit from having a partner, allowing him to focus on his own game.
He's having a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Zanetti. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Retegui. Retegui. He's in space and looking for options. He rises! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. He's shifting through the gears here. He's played it back. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Manchester United finding their passes. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Retegui. Looking for the run. Retegui. Neither side yet able to find the net. Can he get it through?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Mbappe stood his ground strongly. Neymar. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that...
Oh, what has happened here? He's found a way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Casemiro gets a good foot in there. Probing pass. And this is Batistuta. Big chance! And a chance! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though.
And Messi! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Now, can they get him away? Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Not the most accurate pass. Messi. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Climbs up big! He's got a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Neymar. Now it's Retegi. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball, and it's Reinders. There's the shot! They've scored! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
And he's done it again, he's got his second. Milan get them set. And it's half-time here. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Milan are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
Attenzione, un cambio.
And we're underway again. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Looking to play him in. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. Now it's Messi. He's on it, can he get away? Mbappe. Neymar. Oh, well played. Zanetti gets across to intercept that. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Matches Cunha! And how good was that? Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
The purest possible contact, what a fabulous strike.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
This is quite a battle.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi
He
è
can
di
run onto
87
that. This is
spettatori.
Batistuta.
Oh, really well played.
It's Batistuta. Great chance! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Milan have their second corner now. They've played it short. This looks promising. That's a lovely, neat pass. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. And he's picked it up out wide. Early ball out from the back. Oh, nice one too, very nice. And the shot! Great strike, but the keeper's equal to it. Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's been taken short. Neymar. Nice control. Now it's Mbappe. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Messi. Tries to thread one through. And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Hernandez. It's Vinicius Junior. And they've got a throw. He's picked his way through. Plays it in low. Good read, needed to be. That's a throw. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Manchester United really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Nice looking ball. That looks a good ball through. Manchester United can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Mbappe, played in with purpose. Neymar, now it's Messi. Zanetti kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Vinicius Junior has created one goal already. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
That's a little off target. And here's Mbappe. João Neves.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Matthews Cunha. Vinicius Junior.
Ci sarà un minuto di
Neymar.
recupero.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, he's found support out wide. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. And the referee brings it to a close. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Batistuta taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Your reflections then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. Well, we're on the way. Gabriel Batistuta, Jim. Pretty much the embodiment of the complete striker, wouldn't you say?
Devastating. A great goal scorer and a scorer of great goals too. Given the ball anywhere near the box, and you know what the outcome will be.
A very example of a centre-forward.
Absolutely, he was pretty close to perfection for most of his career.
Robson does really well to win the ball there. Van Dijk, not the most accurate pass. Rijkaard. No, he's not getting any further than that. Reinders. Out to the left it goes. Lovely, now then. And he's... And Batistuta! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Milan with the corner, there first. Mbappe is onto this. Mbappe stood his ground strongly. Now this... Batistuta! He's delivered all right!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior goes on a run down the left wing. And here's Batistuta. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Searching pass he's played there. Mbappe. Well read, nice interception. Milan are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. And he's managed to get free. Timber defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. A probing pass. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Mbappe, who's set up one goal so far. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And it's Neymar. Tries to play it through. Oh, shooting chance! He scored! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Milan are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Reinders. Reinders powering forward here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Pass somewhat off target, and it's Palmer. And here's Batistuta. And he's decided to go for it. Now it's Batistuta. And that has put paid to that. And they're quick to get it back. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival.
Milan couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Played out towards the right wing. In with the challenge. He's in space and looking for options. There's the shot! Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Hernandez, played back in. Can he get on the end of this? And it's played in. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Rijkaard. And he was quick to react. Vinicius Junior. Well, that pass isn't the best. Robson. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Batistuta. Plays a sharp little ball here. And there's the end of the first half. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Milan in control at half-time, 2-0. And we're off again. Now it's Batistuta. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's a key interception.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Floated through. Oh, this is a great, decent chance! He has found the way through. And a chance! Vinicius Junior. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. And it's Neves. Now that looks a decent ball. Rijkaard. For Palmer. Vinicius Junior is in a really good position out wide. And here's Palmer. And no, that was never going to make it. He's being urged to shoot. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. This then an ideal chance to cut the deficit. Palmer! That was travelling. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Shapes to shoot! It's a goal! The second half off to a spectacular start! And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
We have got ourselves a game here.
The manager must have given them an ear.
All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. Milan have themselves a chance from the spot. Schmeichel, in the context of the game, he must save it. Well, would you believe that?
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
Tries to pass it through. It's come to nothing. Rijkaard. Milan suddenly appear frail.
Yes, from comfort zone to a stage of uncertainty perhaps, and they can't drift into a carelessness or this could get away from them.
And it's Reinders. It's a pretty loose pass. That is a great pick out. Hernandez. Vinicius Junior.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Vinicius Junior might just make this. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. That looks a cracking ball. And he's found Vinicius Junior!
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Pinches it off him. Batistuta. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. That's the throw.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 5, Neymar. Lascia il campo per il...
It's a promising run he's making on the right. Reinders.
Attenzione alla sostituzione.
And he's gone direct here. Hernandez. Vinicius Junior receives it in a wide position.
Milan clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Now it's Batistuta. Nicely weighted ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's De Bruyne. Looking to play him in. Played through into space. Vinicius Junior looking to run onto it. And this is Batistuta. Bellingham. Zola. And he's intervened well there. Hazard. And here's the chance to counter. He is through here. Hangs one in. And he's cut it out. That's a cute ball.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Vinicius Junior gets into a good position.
Milan can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
And here's Batistuta. Batistuta takes control of it and he's on the move. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That has ended up in no man's land. Zanetti cuts out the pass, played towards the other side.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And that will be the final act. Milan have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference.